everybody, it's Wanda. Today I'm going to be making some pork chops, some broccoli, and some platanos, which you can call them tostones. And I'll be making a sauce that's made out of garlic and mayonnaise, ketchup, and then salt, pepper, some ingredients. So let's start cooking. My first step is to season these pork chops. Once I season these pork chops, I can fry them up quickly. Or I could just start by getting some butter. It's already soft. Oh, that's not that much. That's like a pat of butter. That's plenty. So we'll leave that there. Let's put this butter away. And I said I wasn't going to be using paper towels, and I'm using paper towels. Okay, this is the deal. Let's get rid of this paper towel. We really want to save some trees here, okay? So I'm going to wet it. Okay, there. So now I got this little washcloth in my hand we brought yesterday, and I'm just going to use this for cleaning up when I feel like my hands are too icky or whatever from touching the food. So where's my little fork? Kind of stuck. Oh, okay, so I have my little pitchfork, and I'll be using these two pans. This little pan I'm going to be using to fry the tostones. This pan I'm going to be using to fry up the chuletas. So let's add the oil. Chuletas, the pork chops, I'm not adding a lot of oil because I don't need to deep fry them. Just want them to fry. This one gets a little more oil because it's like a deeper fry. So we'll set that down, and see what I mean? I need to clean my hands. I feel less bloated today. I'm happy to say. I got my little pants on, the ones that hold everything together. So I feel good. Not as bloated today. All right, let's cook. So this butter, just gonna grab this, and I'm gonna take this bowl, and I'm just gonna throw it in the microwave to start steaming it, so it could be cooked. Because this is one of the things that takes a pretty long time. So to my pork chops, turn on the stove. That'll help get that going. And you know, they're tricky sometimes. One will light, two will light, none will light. I'll just help it along. There you go. Click off. Okay, now I'm going to take some garlic. I'm going to take some sazon, and I'm going to start putting some over my chuletas, the pork chops. Season a little bit, every one of them, because I'm going to be mushing them around. Has water on the bottom, which I don't like. Let me take out the water. Or it's not water, but meat drippings. So here we go. This is just to give taste, because we don't want the orange color. We don't care about the orange color. Let's add some pepper. A little bit to all of them, so they could get incorporated. There we go. That's some butter, some pepper, and I'm gonna add some steakhouse seasoning mix. Just a little. Add it right on top. I'm gonna mix this whole up. Didn't want to come with the small ones, but since I'm using my hands, they get so yucky. So let's take that away because I use that. And this is some butter and garlic seasoning. Okay. There we go. That's good enough. Now, I make these in advance. What this is garlic. It's grated already. I already put some oil and garlic into the mini chopper, and I chop them up, and I just preserve them this way. So when I need them, I just grab it. Like right now, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna put some on the pork chops. And I think that's a good amount. We'll leave this one here because we're going to use later. Let's put these away because I already showed you how I make these. So I hear the oil already sizzling. I'm just gonna incorporate some of that garlic into each and every one of them. Let's incorporate, incorporate, incorporate. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. I didn't add any salt to it. I had salt somewhere, but the other ingredients have salt. So this needed a paper towel, but I'm just gonna give them a quick wash. Okay. And get my towel. Save paper towels. Okay, leave that there now. Let's throw in my pork chunks because I'm sure that oil is hot enough. So usually you can let them sit for a while, but they're kind of thin pork chunks. Start with that one. There we go. Here comes another one. Okay. I think I can fit 3 because they're thin pork chops, but they'll be done really quick. Find another small one, or let's just leave these 3. Okay, so leave that to the side. Okay, now the next step, I was going to throw oregano, so I'll just throw it in the oil. It'll make an oregano oil. This is oregano, Spanish oregano, I forgot the name, but it is oregano. Let's just throw that in there because it makes the oil taste good. Now I'm going to make some platanos, which is tostones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop these off the corner using my new cutting board. Compliments of my mama. Thank you, mama. Love you, mama. Okay, so let's get rid of this and this little sazon too much. Alright, so usually you take the plátano and you cut along the side. This is not as easy as the banana. This one takes a little more to it, to the pulp, because it's really stuck on them. The sweet bananas are the ones that get dark. They're the same as this plátanos, but they get dark later on, real dark and yellow, and that's, you know, it turns it sweet, just like a normal banana that ripens, except this is, I guess, a vegetable. I'm not sure if it's a fruit. So that's done. And we'll do another little slice here. This one came out a little soft. I hope they still taste like those tostones. I got them yesterday. They were very green. Today, not so much. But is it still recording? Okay, we're doing good. Is the light still good? Okay, make it nice and bright. All right, now to these tostones, I like to cut them in like in a little angle, like that. First you cut them, and then you fry them. If you cut them this way, I think it gives it crispy edges on the side. You get crispier if you do them circle. They're nice and round circle, good. But some people like the crispiness to it. So, there. Usually you take some water, and you're supposed to throw them in the water, but you know what? I'm not going to use that today. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Little slippery little suckers. And this oil is very hot. Very hot, as you can see. Very hot. And my stove is always clean, so get over here. I can put you in the water. There you go. Here, have a bath. This one is bad. And that didn't I say that was gonna splash? And they're cooking much too fast. You see this darkness? Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. We have to wait for that water to, here. Did I flip it? Don't burn. Don't burn. That color's supposed to happen after I smash them. This one's okay. It's safe. Let's just try it, and I lowered the heat. That was scary. Oh no, that is scary. These pork chops need to fry, so I'm confused about the heat. Okay, this is frying. This is not frying that much. It's really hot. But let's leave this here because I'm going to make something special later. So let's connect them. Okay, so I'm not going to throw them in water. So The way I'm gonna smash these is I put the paper towel, this towel down here, so it wouldn't slide, because usually everything slides. So no sliding today. I'm gonna be using this wax paper to take out these bananas. Again, you fry them up a little, and then you put them on the paper like that. I know that's too many, and the oil is fine. It keeps it from sticking. Just fine. Okay, we really want to cook. See, these slower because I lowered the heat. I forget that these pans get so hot so fast. And one more. Okay, there, we're good. And these pork chops, since they're so thin, I give them like maybe 5 minutes on one side and 5 minutes on the other. Probably 2 minutes have gone by. I'll flip them in 5 minutes. Now, these are the tostones, and the way you make these is you take one and you put it there on the corner, and you take the paper, and then you're supposed to smash it with something. I have this little rolling pin, so I'm just going to give it a quick little smash. Not too much, very gently. You don't want them to break. See? That's pretty good. I like that one, because we're going to fry them again. And see, they do stick. That's why I said let's leave a little oil. But let's do this one. So we're coming on the 5-minute mark for those. I don't like dried pork chops. I like them toasty a little, but not dry. Here goes another one. Let's just take that one and put it there. Take another one. Hot, I would not touch this. Okay, there we go. See? That's another good one. Put it right there. Take another one. And smash it. Little, not hard. Light press on that. Right there is good. Take another one. And smash it very lightly. We don't want to break them. So, there we go. There's another one. And they're more gooey. Some of them are gooey. Probably this one is because I didn't fry it enough, because I didn't want it to burn. Now here this is like talking to me. Say, I'm ready for my flip. You'll get your flip. Just one more minute. Now, let's do one more and then we'll flip it. Gently, ever so gently. Like that, we only two things in our hand. I do a little press and then a little slide. There we go. Now we take that again. This one is a little gooey in the middle. That's okay. I'm going to cook them. It just means that it wasn't cooked enough. But it will be cooked. So again, bad habit. Holding two things at once. Okay. Take this down. And smash it. Okay. There we go. That's good. See, these aren't even ready to turn around yet, because I lowered the heat so much, but it'll stop it from being gooey in the middle. So let's just give these a little flip now. Usually that's when they take them out, when they're just a golden color, but not brown, like these came out. But again, don't matter, we're going to fry them up, and they're going to have a really good taste. I'm going to make a dip. I'm going to show you how I make my dip, but first, let's flip that. See? Now, they're not going to cook too good. They're not going to cook too well if I don't cut it a little, because it has that bump, and I want it to stretch out. So I'm just going to take the scissor and stretch out that pork chop a little. There. This little one, same thing. I want it to cook. It's all bent. I don't want it bent. That's good enough right there. This one, I think it's fine. Perfect. And that's only 5 minutes. Alright, so now we're going to take these out. because I think we're about done. We've been warming up in that oil. Let's just give it a minute. While I'm giving that a minute, I'm going to get a fork. And I'm going to show you how I make a dip. Now this dip is to put on top of the tostones, the little plantain chips. They're going to be like chips. So I'm going to start with about that small amount. I don't know how much that is, maybe less than half a cup. And I'm going to put that in here. That's mayonnaise. Take some mayonnaise. And then I'm going to have about this much of ketchup. I'm going to put ketchup. It's like a ketchup mayo. I think you can even buy it in a bottle already done. But I can do it myself. So, and here's the other part of the fresh garlic that I use. So I'm going to use about that much, just half a teaspoon. It's real garlic, so it's going to be a little spicy. So you take this and you incorporate it all together. Has a nice garlicky taste now, because I put fresh garlic in there. Alright, so here we go. There you go. Let's get rid of this. And let's see. It said those are about 10 to take out. So I'm just going to grab these. There we go. So put that right there. Right them out. That's a big one. There we go. Now, I'm just going to raise the heat a little bit, because I want them to try and get toasted. Oops. Let's see. Okay, I raised the heat a little. And these pork chops, perfect. They're almost ready to be taken out. So, I'm getting the plate. I'm going to put a napkin here so they can absorb some of that oil. There's the dip, and these are almost done. See a little juice going on there, and it's because it has this little bump there. It doesn't let the pork chop go down. The little tendons, there you go. Now I flattened it up. Now this little pork chop, I think it's perfect, just like this. I'm taking it out. They're small, and I don't want them too dry. I just want to put this one down. You hear that noise it's making? That's telling me I still had a little more to go. This one will be the same. Still had a little more to go. So, well, that's frying. I'm going to take my tostones and I'm going to throw them in the fryer. This is too high. Throw them right there. I'm not taking that many. I'm just splashing because, alright, I know you're ready already. I'm about to take you out. Just want to make sure. Because when they were bent, that means that side didn't cook. Flatten it down a little. That's looking about right. And these little chippy things are good. Let's check on our broccoli. Here's our broccoli. Has the butter. I'm just going to put it in for another 2 minutes. No water. They say, I guess, when you boil them, it takes away the vitamins and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but I guess if I could steam it and they come a little tender, I can get away with it. So, let's take out these 2 pork chops. And we'll put them right there on the oil. And take another batch. I have something to take that stuff off. There's another one. This is a real big one. Push that in. There we go. I have a little strainer here that I like to use. Hold on, let me get this strainer. Okay, I found it. Okay, this little stirring knife, I like to use it because it takes all the gunk right out of there. So it doesn't keep frying and burning. See? Got that little piece. A little cookie part. There you go. Now I can throw it away. I'm going to put that right here. And we can add our last pork chop because I think that's going to cook really well. They shrink a little, so let's just hope it shrinks a little. Turn this. Don't bend on me. No bending. Okay, there we go. See, that was a big one there. Again, we're going to let these cook. And these tostones, we're going to flip them around. Like so. We want them nice and crispy. So let's check. My broccoli said it's ready. Broccoli's done. What I do like to put is a little bit of this garlic and butter herb. Instead of the salt, I'll just throw some garlic and herb in it. Like so. Give this a little mix. Nice and hot. Let's set this aside because my broccoli is already done. I'm going to set it right here on the stove. Close the microwave. And let's see. These are ready to take out, I think. Well, no, they're not that crispy. I'm afraid to put the flame too high. Don't want them to burn. So that's about it. We can get rid of this dirty pan. And here goes, we're going to need another napkin. So when we take out this tostone, the chips. These are looking very nice. And I think I'm going to take them out. Yes, I'm going to take them out. Let's get a little plate so I can take them out. Okay. We'll grab this plate and we'll put a napkin on it so it can absorb any excess oil that's going to be taken out. Basically, this was a quick dinner. We have to give these 5 minutes. These are coming out now because, like I said, we want them crispy, and I think they're crispy already. And we have to smash these. So let's just get the job done. Let's get the job done. Let's get the job done. Okay. Pork chops looking good. They got enough space in between to fry up. I love these pans. Can't say it enough. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to set them down right there. This is your time. Listen. Hear that? Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot. Yes. It's crunchy. It's crispy. So now let's take this one, throw that in. And I said some of them are a little soft, but we'll get that in. And here we go to another one, and we can get this little one in there. Perfect. So now. Okay, so here we go. The rest of the job is clean this rolling pin because I forgot that I dropped it. And oh, my beautiful flag. I love you, flag. Go in there. There you go. Okay, let's wash this up. So I dropped it on the floor. And I'm not going to take a napkin. Save my napkins. I got a clean rag right here. And let's continue the process. I'm going to smash these. Smash them up. Very good. That's ready. Take another one. Press gently. And if you don't have a rolling pin, you can take a glass jar, a bottle, anything that's like flat. That you can just roll it. Or not flat, but something you can use to roll it. A jar you can roll. Or even a plate you could smash it with, but depending on the plate, they have those little rings on the bottom. So you don't want that. Excuse me. Okay. See, those pork chops very nice. Basically, all those pork chops take us like 10 minutes to cook. And we're about on the last ones right now. And I definitely gotta flip. Okay, very good. Put that there. We have 2 more to go. Let's give these a flip. We don't want them to burn. They have a nice brown color, which is fine. Some brown. Nothing wrong with brown. Okay. As long as it's not charred. Okay, so let's do this right here. Very nice. And make sure it doesn't stick to the wax paper. Let's put that over here. And the last one. Press and roll gently, 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 gently. There you go. Now that's done. Now we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. No more rolling pin. Because we're all about to finish up the frying on these, which are ready to take out. Ooh, baby, it's hot in this kitchen. Someone's cooking hot stuff. By the time I take these out, then I can give these a turn. Turn them around. Looking nice. Very nice. So, these are good. This is going to be quick today. And I got all my stuff and I don't even need to use it today, but this is going to be my hand towel. But right now I need a wet one. If I can't have a dry one, I'm going to settle for a wet one that I can feel my hands clean all the time. Because that's what I do. I keep washing and drying with a bigger towel. Washing and drying with a bigger towel. So, there you go. There you go. Put it right there. And you're out. Well, let's flip them one more time. Because it's not a tostone if it's not crispy. You gotta have a little crisp to it. Did I turn that one? Probably. Probably not. And there we go. Now these pork chops are saying turn me. See? Got that nice color going on. 5-minute pork chops. Can't say you have to be cooking all day. 5-minute pork chops. Don't spit. And see it has this little lift up there. I'll just cut it so it can fry really good. And this one. Yummy pork chops. And this is ready to take out now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Try some of that oil out. Put them right here. And this is your chance if you want to put a little salt to it. You can add salt now. So let's put the rest of them in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is good enough. And these are the last of them. We have a few more to go. And then we're done. And dinner will be ready. And like I said, I don't feel bloated today. I'm happy about that. I got these nice little stretchy pants on. It feels good. I feel pretty good today, except for the pain in the back. Depression is always an issue, always, but this is how you get through. Because if I didn't cook, I wouldn't eat. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm going to cook and share. That means I have to get dressed a little and fix myself up for the video just so I can look proper and presentable. And that's something that brings the depression down a little. And you start to feel a little bit better by yourself. But that's another issue. Depression everyone has, but a loss of a child is the worst. So I'll leave it there on that note. Well, I'm striving and getting better. That's what's important, right? Okay. So might as well share the world, my wonderful recipes, and maybe you like them and you can use them too. And I don't know what I did with my salt. Oh, I found the salt. So at this point, you can take a little salt on your hand, about like that, and you can just throw it right here. Just because they're hot, and they'll absorb in a little, not too much, just a little. Okay, And I don't know, I didn't throw none in the pork chop, so take that a little bit. Okay, these are ready to spin or turn. Let's flip them over. Flip, flip. I'm trying to cook healthy. I know I wasn't supposed to fry, but you saw how much oil I put in there. Not a lot. Trying to cook healthy. Vegetable broccoli, and a meat. Very sustainable. No complaint. And these pork chops are almost done. Like I said, they're so thin, they're going to take 5 minutes to cook. I'll just flip them to the other side, but I won't flip them yet, because I'll just give them one more little flip for another minute, and then that's it. That's doing good. I can even throw another one. Just got to remember which one it was. But they are crisping up. They are crisping, and like I said, see, these, you won't get that dark color like those, because I started them dark from the beginning. But this is how they normally look when they're not toasted up a little bit. Their color, like the golden color, a little golden. Yeah, know what I mean? Golden. Okay, so like I said, these pork chops are ready. You know, when the pork chops are almost ready, they'll stop making noise because they have no more juices splattering around, so it gets quiet. When you hear that your meat gets quiet, take it out before it gets too quiet, because if you don't hear nothing, you're going to have something very dry. So you want to leave a little juicy part in there. So, like I said, I'm going to flip these over now, and then they're going on the plate because they're done. They're going to take 5 minutes. 5 minutes on each side. This one could have used a little longer time, so I'm just going to take this one out last because it's a pretty big one. Flip them over. Okay. And these, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Let's take it out. This one is the last one I put in, so you could stay there a little longer, but you're ready, 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 ready. There you go. See? Bada-bing, bada-boom. There we go. That one there. That one there. Put that one there. Now we have room for these little hotties. Very hotty. So spread them out so we can add a little bit more salt to them. Caliente. So we have three left. 2 and 3. There we go. So now all this business could go away. Let's take a little tiny bit of salt just to add on to the ones that I just took out. They're nice and hot. There we go. And I can move this away. And I can move this away. Very nice. And I don't need the knife anymore here. So we can move this away. Okay then, so this is where we're at. We have the broccoli cooked. And we have the tostones, we have the dip, we have the pork chops. And this says take me out, so that's what I'll do. I'll take you out. And you say take me out. And I said, let me see the other side. You can have the other side. There we go. This one is done. Like I said, it's a very thin one. But I want to make sure it's cooked, so it has a nice color. Yummy, yummy color. No splashing. Okay, let's put this one here. And this one is the last one. Let's flip these over. We don't want them to burn. This one is done. I paired it with the other one, so this one's good. And we can set this one here, 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 here. He's about ready, and so are you. Take this water out of here. I didn't need to put no water into that, and this is ready. See that? Nice? Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the stove on this. I'm taking this pork chop out. It has a nice color that side, very nice. So we're gonna set it up right here. And we're gonna move this oil to the other side because stove is off on that one. I'm not touching. Let's put this here. We flip it and we put it back over here so it's not in the way. I like this. Grab it. You hold on to the pan like this, and then you flip it. Very secure. And when you're not using it, you push the button, it pops out, and that's it. This came with a set of pots. I love it. Love it. And here we go. You see? That's it. That's it. It's a wrap and dinner's done. I'm so happy. I can get out this kitchen. I can only do 20 minutes, 15 minutes on my feet. I have the worst sciatica and a herniated disc and a few other things that comes with aging. So here we go. That's our dinner. Let's plate it up. Pretty plate. Oh, pretty plate. Okay, here's the pretty plate. So, one napkin only. Let's try this plate up. And let's show you how I set this up. So, we'll take a sausage. We'll take one of these chuletas. And we'll put it on the plate. And I didn't put on salt on those, but that's fine. Take a few of these little tostones. Take 3 of those. And let's take some broccoli and put it on the plate. Here we go. That should be a good serving of broccoli for someone who doesn't have vegetables. This is pretty good serving. Let's take this little one and cover up that gap. So we have that ready. Now the last step is we'll get a little spoon out. Okay, and we take a little bit of the mayo, ketchup, and fresh garlic, and we're gonna take a little dab here. We're gonna put it right there. They're so good. So let me take that. Let me take a little bit, put it on here. Oh, look at this, it's delicious. Look at this deliciousness. And dinner is served. Do you like that? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Whoa, almost came off. You saw that? Look at that beautiful plate. Gorgeous. Broccoli, pork chops. Wonderful. Oh, sorry, yeah. So, this is that. And all I want to say is thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you leave a comment, helps me out very good. Thank you for watching. Bye.